we are down to our last round.
Alrighty.
We made it.
And we're tied. I totally think you gave me 1 point the last round just to make that happen.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, that's what it looks like, right? But then I'm honestly like, that's why I show my cards first, because I don't want it to seem like I'm just
It's not space.
I was just like, Mike gets the point. I have to give you guys some story as to what my thought process is, and then you guys can let me know after the fight if we think that I was being unfair. I personally do think I'm being impartial, especially these choices I'm not so familiar with. This is more of a test of you guys being able to argue, because the funny thing is here now you're gonna have to not only say why yours is worse, but why the other person's is better. Now we're round 4, guys. You guys are ready? Round 4. Here's the question. Worst. Now you'll see why we're excited. Worst superhero movie within the last 20 years. Okay, so we're going to be starting with Aaron. We come full circle. Wait. Let's start the timer. 1, 2, go.
Alright, I picked Fantastic Four movies.
Which one?
I
have to
can
ask.
I use...
No. It's got to be one more.
I'll pick the most recent one then.
Okay. Alright. So I went with Elektra.
Okay.
And
then you that?
That face said it all.
X-Men
Origins Wolverine.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna attack your Wolverines right off the bat because
it was such a good movie.
All right. Before my conversion moment, I guess you could say, into becoming a full-fledged critic, I saw that movie multiple times, and I was around let's say 11 or so at the time. I got it on DVD. I can't remember. That movie was actually surprisingly decent for the general audience because it had superheroes. It had a lot of superheroes. It was practically a prequel. So, like in one of the final scenes, like saw the X-Men running out.
It was a prequel.
Yeah. You saw like in the final scenes, you saw that all the X-Men running out. You saw Sabretooth. You saw Gambit. You saw Blob. You saw a couple people that had died in the movie actually. So it added the element of death, which isn't really in a lot of Marvel movies. Now, as far as the general audience is concerned, that movie was good. As far as I'm concerned, because I haven't seen it in a while.
I wouldn't say that. There's been a lot.
From perspective, it's bad. But from just audience perspective, 3.5 stars, 4 stars.
I think that the X-Men Origins Wolverine movie gets a lot of crap for sorry, that was my one. From what I call Barakapool. For those that don't know, Deadpool's in the movie.
Yes,
and he resembles more the character Baraka from Mortal Kombat. I feel like that is admittedly a terrible rendition of a character, but I feel like that is really the reason that so many comic book fans dislike the movie.
That's not the reason why I dislike the movie.
Well, I'm just saying, I feel like that movie, like he said, it's not a terrible film. It really just gets a bad rap for that, and the Gambit's gonna be in this movie. He's in it for all of maybe 10 minutes.
Now
your Fantastic Four movie, I'll concede is bad, but nobody went into it expecting it to be good, so ultimately I wasn't disappointed by the film. And it was one of those films that had to be made. It's simply the fact that Sony wanted to keep the right... not Sony, because Sony has Spider-Man. Fox. Fox wanted to keep the Fantastic Four rights. The movie had to be made. Could there have been other choices that were made? Yes. But ultimately, the movie had to be made. Whereas Elektra did not need to be made. She is killed during the Daredevil film. Bullseye is killed during the Daredevil film.
When Elektra comes back, that's her thing.
Right, but if she comes back, she has nothing to do.
She had no reason to come
She had no reason to come back.
She's a ninja. What else do ninjas and assassins do?
But her character arc, literally, you have Daredevil, and it's like, okay. Daredevil kills her dad. She fights Daredevil. She dies. She comes back. But Daredevil's dead. Her character had nothing to do. The movie had no reason to be made.
So let me ask you something. Oh, your 21st birthday comes. Do you say in your head, "Oh, I'm gonna stop developing as a person"? No, you don't say that. Each page, each movie, each comic is another arc that is tacked on.
But the Elektra movie didn't do that. It was just garbage.
All right. No, I'm going to give you why mine is more garbage. Here's why.
I can see. Your movie is trash.
No. Here's why. All these you just had Elektra to mess up, right? All these... Gambit, nothing right about it. Only thing that they got right is he plays cards. The way
They got the stick right.
They got the stick. He doesn't break it up and climb up walls with it. He doesn't do that.
They got John Wraith right. They got Sabretooth right. Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth is fantastic.
He's a fantastic Sabretooth, but you know what? He never shows up again, ever. And it's not even the same actor as before, and
it doesn't matter. He was good, and nobody remembered Sabretooth from the first X-Men movie by the time that happened.
Exactly. So
it's not the Terrence Howard situation.
But you're helping my argument because if nobody remembers either Sabretooth, it's like
I remember Liev Schreiber. People remember Liev Schreiber. He was a good Sabretooth.
All right, but look at this though.
That's a good thing about your movie.
All right, but look at this though. Like
winning.
Like with Elektra, I feel like there's not much like with the X-Men movies in general. You had all these good movies come before it with X-Men.
Okay, no, you didn't. You had X-Men and X2. X3 was trash.
Those were good. Okay, but that's 2 out of 3. That's mostly out of 3.
Okay, but the X-Men movies in total have about a 50-50 rate.
All right, but
now it's more like 67.
But Elektra, it's like who really went in? Like it's like what you said about Fantastic. Who really went into that saying I have high expectations? I had high expectations for it.
But there was no reason for my movie to be made. Fantastic Four had a reason to be made. I will admit, the movie is garbage. It gets a lot of the characters wrong. Michael B. Jordan is the only shining point of that film. However,
why would you say
it needed to be made?
Why do you say that?
Because Fox doesn't want to give up the rights of the Fantastic Four. They should now, because now they've lost money on it. But they went into it going, we need to revamp this. People didn't like our last one.
Yeah, but
there were positive ideas going into that movie that just stalled out on production.
Just because
my movie was bad from
point A to point B. I get it. But just because their time limit was running out with Fantastic Four doesn't mean they need to make it. They could have just said, okay, we have no ideas for this. Let's just not make it. Like
you don't get money that way.
Exactly.
But did they make money off the first, like off of Roger Corman? They didn't even put it out in theaters. That went straight to DVD. They knew that was horse crap. They knew it was poop, and they didn't release it straight to DVD. And the next 2, I don't even know how much they made. We can check that later. But with X-Men Origins,
I think the first Fantastic Four movie actually isn't that bad.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
The second one's
that one we don't speak. But
Super Skrull Johnny Storm.
Yeah, but with like, oh my god, like Blob turning him into a muscle-bound dude. Okay, it's like I don't know. At the beginning,
that was fine.
But that's not true to his character at all. They got almost everybody wrong on every.
Yeah, no, he's the only one they really got wrong. They got John Wraith right. They got Sabretooth right.
Yeah,
they got Wade Wilson before he's Barakapool right.
Well, you
have to concede that because we're getting Wade Wilson as Deadpool.
But not necessarily because you could argue he really wasn't Deadpool. He didn't have a super regenerative ability. All he was doing was sword stuff. And like admittedly that's really cool.
And the witty one-liners.
That's
Deadpool.
But this movie is Deadpool. Why? Because you have the fourth wall stuff and it's really hard hitting with the fourth wall stuff. And in the beginning of the movie, he's very grounded in the reality of the verse. It's not Deadpool. It's still, I feel, Ryan Reynolds with 2 katanas. And he was admittedly...
But here's the thing with your movie that made it good is the fact that it was memorable. And the fact that it was a
That doesn't make it good!
No, he raised the point. Your movie is memorable, and your movie is memorable for being absolute trash. No one remembers my film, it's that bad.
Because think about
it is obscure bad.
Because think about all 3 of our movies. The only reason my movie is still talked about is because it's recent. I completely forgot his movie even existed. Not because of how bad it was, because I feel like it was...
No, it has to be that bad.
Because it came out before my time.
It's not even that. It could just be...
You just made me feel really old. I just want you to know that.
This entire panel feel very old.
It could be not. Just because it's forgotten doesn't mean it's bad. It could just be that it's left no impression. Like a lot of movies that are good that are fade to obscurity.
Well, real quick, I just want to hear in regards to Fantastic Four.
Because your movie was a prequel. In prequels, they have the opportunity to put stuff that's not normally in the current time movies. Like they had the elderly couple that died. They would never kill the elderly couple in a more recent X-Men movie. But because it's a prequel and that sort of develops Wolverine's rage a little bit more, they could do it. They had the whole thing where his wife was killed, even though in actuality she wasn't, and she later on died. They had the whole thing with his memory being lost.
Which had to happen.
Yeah, exactly. And then
which we knew was gonna happen.
Yeah, and then just the action. Everyone remembers the action. Because I remember seeing the movies and the fights, and I haven't seen that movie in like 4 or 5 years. With the whole meltdown, with the whole,
Listen, he's making your movie sound Oscar-worthy. I'm loving
Did it win a Golden Globe as well?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You're really liking a terrible movie, man. You're really liking a bad movie.
Was memorable. Even the lines in that movie was memorable. And with your movie, the thing that was memorable was it had a big,
absolutely nothing.
It had a big Lebowski effect. Because I can't remember the plot. I can't remember what the fuck.
That's your one.
That's your one.
I'm so sorry.
It's the last round.
I can't remember what she was doing, but she was there, and like she was.
I also don't like Jennifer Garner as an actress. I don't like. Okay, that's the thing. Yeah. Michael B. Jordan is a good actor in your movie. The rest of the cast, I was kind of meh.
No, like the guy that played Ben Grimm, he was actually really cool. It was very dark. That's what I like to see about it. Like it's clever.
But that's not what you do with the Fantastic Four, though.
But that's but you can do. That's why it's a movie.
The actors in your movie are good.
Exactly. His
Jennifer Garner, in my opinion, is bad. I understand that people like her. But neither of you can tell me anything about my movie because it was bad. It was so bad that you have expunged it from your memory.
I know, but here's the thing.
I remember things about Elektra. There was that weird scene where like cloth was attacking her. It was weird.
No, that's in Daredevil.
Oh shit.
I was gonna bring up the scene where.
Okay, I don't remember.
Which scene was it? Like she was cutting sandbags.
Daredevil.
Okay.
Oh my god!
I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't know what it was.
Wait, before we go you
might want to pause it.
Yeah, okay. No, well, because in the end, I'm gonna,
Damn. I'm mad.
I want you guys to... I'm gonna do final points here.
I really thought that was
because this argument is going in places that are just like, well, damn. Okay, last reason why your movie is worse. You guys don't have to give me comments about anybody else's movie. There's a final reason why your movie is worse.
Alright, my movie was worse because they had absolutely no chance. Because they tried to make it dark. And Fantastic Four by itself is already nerdy on its own, so it just couldn't work. Because in the movie, one of like the things that kept it going even throughout the first movie, Reed Richards is incredibly smart. Everyone else isn't on his same level of intelligence. So he's over there doing nerd talk. Everyone's like, what? And then he explains it to him. That was the joke. They tried to do the same thing in this movie. Didn't work out. And it was just trash altogether. And then on top of that, they also had the whole it's trying to be dark while trying to be like the Flash kind of thing. And not like the dark episodes of Flash, like the nerdy episodes of Flash. It would never have worked out in any lifetime.
Alright. My movie was forgettable. They tried to make arguments about cool scenes in my movie choice, and they were quoting the other movie the character was in.
No.
You don't get to say anything anymore. The character's arc, as far as cinema goes, had peaked.
Oh my god.
It had reached a point, she had a full character arc in the Daredevil film, and bringing her back would have made sense if they had kept Bullseye alive. You give her the ability to have her redemption for the death of her father. But he dies at the end of Daredevil. There is literally no reason, other than the fact that, well, in the comics, Elektra came back from the dead, to bring Elektra back from the dead for this god-awful movie.
Alright, is that it? Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With my movie, I feel like, again, like I was bringing, it's all flash, no real substance. Like, they don't stay true to a lot of the spirit of many of the characters. With Gambit, we get little to nothing from him. To everything about what makes Gambit cool was not really in the movie, for me anyway. With Hugh Jackman, he didn't... And it's weird because in the teen movies, he gets so developed. In this one, it's just, oh, his lady got killed, and he's really torn up about it. Wolverine. You know, with, and then you have the dynamic with Sabretooth, which is arguably the best part about this movie, and then you have the famous Deadpool.
Can we please call him Barakapool? Because I don't like calling him Deadpool.
But the fact that you have to say that, the fact that you can't even refer to him as what he is, speaks volumes about the movie. You're so offended. You're so offended you can't even call the character by his name.
But that's character.
Okay, so this is gonna be the time mark for this because wow, that was wow. Okay. I gotta say, probably. Okay, because I wrote down like how I do my notes is I write down the points. Like I actually do a plus or minus system because of how you guys. So I write a little minus by all of the negative points. I write a positive point by whatever other points. Yeah, so you guys could not give me anything for this movie. And which wouldn't have been the biggest issue because you guys did a good job arguing why your movies are so bad, but then if you guys didn't try to pull it out the park where you referenced Daredevil. Which is already a bad movie. Yeah. But you know what? For the life of me, I couldn't remember Electricity. I swear to you, I just remember that Jennifer Gardner's in it. And I'm just like,
Electro was before my time.
Right.
Can you stop making us feel so old?
I told you about that.
Yeah, so I saw it when I was 6, so it's hard for me.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered if you were 6 or 16.
The point is you don't remember.
Because I went through and we can. I think we can all agree that these are all terrible movies.
Yes.
You know, and
absolutely.
Showing my cards again. Personally, I would have had a different pick altogether as opposed to all these things in terms of
what would your pick have been?
Word.
My personal pick, just if I'm thinking off the bat, is Green Lantern.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, I feel like Green Lantern.
wanted to change mine.
It was really. I had high hopes for Green Lantern. I felt like it could open up the. I felt like if it did well, it would have opened up DC to a whole new world of possibilities.
Yeah, of course.
But you know, hey, that's for a different time, a different argument. But really, damn, like
it got heated in there. It was Hell's Kitchen, man.
Just because of the arguments, because I have a list of the things that make everything bad. But they basically made me want to go watch your movie again.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, shit, like.
I'm like,
it wasn't that great. I had to use my one. See, I had to say that because I'm just like, in the end, it's like, like I'm looking at the positives. It's like, like you said, the general audience perspective was good. I mean, it was so people were so anticipating this movie, they illegally downloaded it, which hurt its numbers.
Which hurt it.
I mean, and then you said the actors are good. They were good. Like I remember their roles as that, and I mean,
Will.i.am.
Yeah, even he was in it, and then you have notable characters too, and then like I mean, Barakapool, played by Ryan Reynolds, it's what arguably it allowed for this Deadpool movie.
That's probably my strongest point.
And I think the movie has more of a personal feel for you, which is, I mean,
that's what this is all about.
Absolutely, but it really, the way that they painted the picture, the way that you rebutted, really felt like, no, I hate it still though. Like, well, I mean, personally, I hate it less, and that's being objective. I'm like, well, damn, I didn't even, because what you said about Gambit was true. I mean, what the hell, but I mean, otherwise, it's. I mean, it's. I'm not gonna say it's a good movie, but damn, like it's a.
all right, I can take that.
Sean was hitting your point about it had to be made. It was no one really expected it to be good because I actually even remember during the pitching campaigns that it was basically just their commercials were transitioning. They were trying to be too serious. Then they had a Kanye West song in their trailer. I mean, it was just like it was never gonna be good.
I remember that,
right? And it's just like it was never gonna be good. It had to be made, and they wanted to retain the rights. And you know that. I mean, we know how it works up in the corporate. Sean, yours did not need to be made. No one remembers it, and
that's probably his winning.
I actually don't have a problem with Jennifer Gardner. I mean, you
I really don't like her. But I rooted for the babysitter when the whole Ben Affleck Jennifer Garner split happened.
At least you though mentioned that you personally don't like Jennifer Gardner. You understand how other people like her, and I feel like that also played in a part where it's like even though people do like Jennifer Gardner, I believe a lot of people do. That didn't really help the movie make it any more memorable. And the ultimate point I have here is forgettable, which is why my ultimate favorite argument here is if you don't remember a movie, I mean, it must have been bad. Yeah, so I mean, like, in the end, I give the point to Sean. Which I don't want to sound so begrudgingly giving him the point, but I mean, holy like, that was the thing. Like, my hands were literally, we didn't even need the whole time. You guys both got flustered at a point. You guys were like, nah, but still.
What else are you left with?
What else are you left with? But wow, okay, that was actually a really good sequence of events. Damn it! Like,
we all tied up, and then he won. You bastard!
Congrats, Sean. Yeah, I mean, honestly, really good stuff.
Good choice in your use of your watch.
Alright, so I'm just gonna basically like let everybody know. I mean, this was fun. This was our second attempt at this. GNP's Nerd Off. Just you guys let me know in the comments what you thought about this entire format, what you thought about the round. Let me know if you agree with my decision. I mean, it doesn't matter, but because it phase, but I do want to hear what you guys have to say. If you don't think that I'm that impartial or whatever, if you have any comments about what it is that I said, because I mean, these guys, first of all, these guys did a great job. Leave some love in the comments about their skits, because they really brought it. Like, they brought it tonight. I was a huge transition from the first.
See last week's, then see this one.
Absolutely, this was great. And pretty much, I just want to let you guys know that we'll be doing this a little bit more often too. So we'll have a lot more nerd geek content coming your way. And thank you for watching. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the like button. Well, yeah, check us out on all of our social media pages.
We are on
Facebook.
Yes.
We're actually on all the social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the works. So check us out. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Wave goodbye with me, guys. Peace out.
See ya.
Woo.